Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So in our previous tutorial we have already learned the sketcher module. So from today we are going to start our part module. So in the part module we'll start with the very first command, that is pad command. And before starting with the pad command, I would like to tell you that you can see some of the commands are active and some of the commands like pocket is inactive here, and other commands are also inactive. Here shaft is active but groove is inactive. So like part and in rib also you can see slot is inactive. So likewise these are the commands which are dependent command. They are not independent because they are the body remove command. So that is the reason they are not active, and the active commands are independent command and they are the commands which are of body add. So for the pad command, we'll start with the pad command. In the action bar in model tab you can see pad command. It is more like similar to other, in other software it is named as extrude command. So for these all these tools to operate we need a supporting sketch. That is the reason we have already learned sketcher module. So to operate pad command we need a sketch. So what we'll do, we'll first make one sketch and then we will see how the pad commands work, and after completing this we will do one exercise, but not in this tutorial, in the very next tutorial of mine. Fine. So to first we'll create a sketch, and to create that sketch we need to go to position sketch and select any plane in which you want to work. Now I'm going to create a centered rectangle, and that centered rectangle will be of dimension 100 and 100. Fine. Now exit. After exiting you can see in the tree there is one sketch one. That means I have created one sketch and now I want to operate the pad command. So to operate the pad command, in the action bar we'll come to the pad, and in this dialog box when you click on pad you will get a dialog box from where you can operate this pad command. So for this you can see very first is profile. It is active, it is in blue in color. That means a selection is going when it needs some selection. So for that we can select this or from the tree. So we can do the selection from any of the option, like from the tree or from the GUI. So I'm selecting it from the GUI. You can see sketch 1 it is written. Fine. Now direction. By default it will go in the positive direction of the plane. So this is my sketch, and by default it always shows 20 mm. So 20 mm it is extruded. Now if I want to make somewhat more dimension, you can see, now you can see moving. So you get to know where, in which direction it is moving. Now I don't want in this positive direction of x, I want in the negative direction of x. So in that case, in the direction tab you can see one small box where two arrows have been shown. You just click on this arrow, you will see that the direction has been reversed. You can see. Now if I am increasing the dimension, so here you don't need to give the positive or negative dimension, you just have to reverse the direction of the extrusion. Fine. Now there is one second limit also. Like I want to make it for 60 but 40 in one direction and 20 in another direction. So for that we will give 20 mm. You can see now. You can also use this limit to drag the dimensions. You can see the dimensions are here. Likewise ऐसे आप अपना बना सकते हैं very easily. Clear? Now what we'll see. Now suppose if I want dimension on both the side but equal dimension, because many of the times my any of the component is symmetry from both the direction, like it is having some symmetry, plane and object is symmetry from all the sides. So in that case we will use this mirror. Like I have given 40 in this direction, so I'll use, in first limit you can see after the length there is a small box where you can see, you'll just click on it, then in once you'll click you will see that second limit has been deactivated, because now what I have done, I have given the mirror command. So 40 on this side and 40 on this side. Clear? So total, what is the length of the extrusion of the total body? That is 80 mm. Clear? So like this we can create our model. So this box is of 80 mm length and this is 100 by 100. Clear? Now I want to do some modifications, like I have extruded for 80 mm, but I want the whole extrusion is of supposed to be 30 mm. In that case what we'll do now, we'll just double click on this, or from the tree itself we can do modification at any point of time. Now I'll make it 30. See, when we are doing mirror you can see these default planes are coming in between the object in the, but if I don't want mirror, I want to make it 60 but only in one direction. So in that case what we'll do, we'll just uncheck this, and whatever direction you want, you can see here the plane is on this face. Now if I reverse the direction, now the plane come on this face. So you can see I have given the symmetry about this YZ plane, and I have created my sketch uh, in symmetry, like I have taken centered rectangle, so it is on the XY plane, or you can say ZX plane, it is symmetry. Fine. Clear? Now what we'll do, we will see some other features of this command as well. So now you can see this is a box I have created, but if I want to create a box but not a complete solid box, I want suppose I want to create a matchbox cover. So what is the matchbox cover? It is a rectangular hollow tube like structure. So in that case if we want to create that, then we will use thin command. In thin command what will happen, the material would be added along the sketch. When we were operating the pad command, in that case the material was added normal to the sketch, but now the material is added along the sketch. You can see with the help of like this. When I'll increase the thickness, you will get to know how the, see this is my sketch and it is increasing the material like this. So like I have created 4 mm. Okay, 4 mm thickness along the sketch, and extrusion was normal to the sketch. So likewise we will get this profile. It is, though dimensions are not as per the matchbox cover, but yes, we got to know how to create a matchbox cover in one command itself. Now suppose I want to edit the thickness of this body. Again we will double click on this, and thickness 1, thickness 2. Thickness 2 is outside the box. Suppose I have created this 100 and I have given 2 mm thickness. In that case what will happen, 2 mm this side, 2 mm this side. So the total length of this box will be 104. Fine. Suppose I want thickness but like mirror in the दोनों तरफ बराबर thickness चाहिए. In that case what we'll do, we will just say neutral fiber. In neutral fiber you can see thickness 2 will be deactivated. Now 4 mm thickness will be distributed on both the side, 2 mm inside, 2 mm outside. So my box was of 100 mm. So in that condition what will be the length of this this edge, the length of this edge will be 100 minus 4, that means 96, and the length of this edge will be 100 plus 4, that is 104. So we can see with the help of 3D dimension. We'll check with this measured item. So the length of this line is, you can see it is 96 because 2 mm thickness on this side and 2 mm thickness on this side. And same way the length of this line will be 104 because we have added 4 mm neutral fiber thickness. So the neutral fiber means 2 mm inside the sketch and 2 mm outside the sketch. So I think it is clear. So now we will see some other commands as well in the pad feature. You can find this measure item in tools, okay, in the action bar. Now we'll again double click, and now I'm just coming to the standard, okay, and making the sketch like this. Control Z. Now what I'll do, now you can see initially we have only 3 planes to work on, but now we can work on, we can use this as a plane, this as a plane, this as a plane. Anyway, we can create a sketch. So now I am going to create one sketch on this mid plane, that is sketches position. We'll come to the essential position sketch and XY plane, and I'll create one sketch here. Exit. Now what I'll do, I'll just come again to the pad command, and for the profile we'll select the sketch and we'll give the dimensions. Now suppose I want to make it up to this face only. So if I know the dimension, like I have created this 100. So if I'm making 50, you can see it will look like this. Okay. I want this cylinder up to this face only. Clear? So, but here we know the dimension because this is a very small box. So हमें dimensions याद हैं. But in that case, if we don't remember, or we'll see if there is some modification. Now I came to figure out that this square is having some different dimensions. So in that case, what we'll do, just double click on this body and come to this sketcher icon. Okay, you can edit your sketch from here also, or by double clicking on this sketch one. So I'll just click here and I'm going to make it 120. Fine. And I'm going to make it using this equal command. Earlier I have not used, but now I'm going to use. So it is just like you can, anytime you can do any type of modifications you want. Okay, now I'll just say okay. Now you see, now the cylinder is there because I have created a 50 mm cylinder. So in that case, what will happen? The length of the cylinder remains 50 mm, but the condition of my cylinder that up to this phase it is supposed to be there. So this condition is not getting fulfilled. So in that case, what we're going to use, we are going to use some specifications. These are some specification in the what we'll do, we'll just double click on this cylinder and go to this first limit in the dimension drop menu. You'll see up to next, up to last, up to plane, up to surface, up to. So here I can use up to next or up to plane, because for this sketch the first body is this. So up to next is used where from the sketch to the first body the extrusion will happen. Okay. So if I'm clicking up to next, you can see it is giving me the dimension, and for the other side I'm just using in second limit also you can use up to next. Clear? But here I am going to use up to plane just to show you two different options. Now we'll say OK. Now you can see my profile has been created. Now what the difference will be, now I'm going to edit this box size. So now I'm going to make it a little bit more wider, that is 140. Fine, exit. Now I can see the condition has been fulfilled up to this body. If I'm making it a shorter, like I'll just double click on sketch 1 and I'm making it again to 100. So in this condition also, what will happen? You can see. So here the condition has been fulfilled of up to next and up to plane. So these are the specification which will help us in modification in further commands as well. So this is a very helpful command. You must know all these aspects. Now we'll come to again we'll come to this. Double click on cylinder and we will learn up to plane, up to next we have already learned. Now we'll learn up to last and up to surface. Okay, but not with this. I'll just delete this pad 2. But in aggregation, you can see when I select pad 2 and press the delete command, a dialog box is there in which aggregated, it is showing delete aggregate element. Delete aggregate element means delete the sketch supporting with this pad. But I don't want to delete the sketch supported with this pad. I want only the feature should be deleted. So in that case, what I'll do, I'll just uncheck this and OK. Now I am going to use pocket command. Here you can see now the pocket command is activated because as there is something to delete. So this is pocket. Now what we'll do, I'll select pocket. In the pocket, see, pad command and pocket command are identical. The only difference is when you will do pad, the material will be added, and when you will pocket, the material will be removed. In the same manner, in the same phase, the way we are doing in the pad. So again, the same thing will be required. Profile. So this is my sketch. That is the reason we have not deleted the sketch. And first limit, if I want to reverse, I can reverse. Okay, sorry, I've just clicked on mirror. Now what I'll do, I'll just come to the first limit in the type, in the dimension, I'll just choose up to next. What will happen up to next? Nothing will be happen. So for up to next, the first body to delete the material is this. You can see. So the function will happen where? In this area. But for the pad, the function happens from here to here. That is the reason it has taken up to next as for this phase. But now for the pocket command up to next, the next phase will be here because the material will be removed in this area only, because here there is no material, so no work done. That is the reason he is taking up to next as this. And here you will see that up to next and up to last, the features are same. So again I'll just double click and up to last, because up to last will be the body will be here. So what I'll do, I'll just delete this command and I'll just create one more sketch before this. So what I'll do, I'll just want to create a feature between sketch 2 and pad 1. Okay, so for that you can see in sketch 2 there is one underline. This underline shows that work has been done up till here. Now we need to proceed further. So in that case what we'll do, now I want to work in between these two features. So I'll just double click, not double click, sorry, just right click on pad and make it define in work object. Now I can see the underline is in pad 1. So now whatever the work I will do, that will come in pad after pad 1. Okay, so sketch, I'll just create a rectangular bar, nothing more bad. Exit app, pad, and I have created a body like this. Now you can see, now I'll come to this define in work object and I'll create pocket. So the sketch is this. Up to next I'll just create, sorry, reverse direction. Up to next the body is this. You can see. Now if I want up to last, then the body will be this. I hope it is clear. Now the last body or last face is this. So in that case what will happen? It will work like this. Clear? So this is how we can operate pad command. I'll see anything left or not. So everything is done. The same you can do in the, yes, one surface is left. Like here we have planar surface. So when there is planar surface, either you give plane or you can give surface. But when the surface is somewhat curved, like I'll just create a face like this. Fine. And make it pad. You can see there, this is an open element. Yes, one thing also remember, we have to use pad command. We can use only pad command when the sketch is completely closed profile. If the sketch is not closed or it is open or it is something intersecting profile, you will not going to operate pad command. It will show error. It will show error like this: invalid profile body or self intersecting or sketch is open. So for if you want to operate a open body, in that case what you'll do, just go for thin command. In thin command you can operate with open body. Like this sketch was open, it was having a start point and end point, but this rectangle was having the same point as open and end. So this was the closed profile. Circle was also a closed profile. Now what we'll do, I'll just create another sketch, another circle. I'll create here, exit, and now I'm going to use pad command. So sketch, select the sketch in profile. Now you can see sketch 5. I want to move it to the reverse direction. So here you'll see up to next first. We'll just go through very fast. Okay. And now we'll see up to last. We'll see what will happen in up to last. You can see up to last this body. And you can see here in up to surface also you'll get the same. So this is up to surface. You can see for body last face is this, for pocket last face is this. So please do remember and don't forget. Now if I want to do up to plane, you can see this will not select as an up to plane, and but this will select as up to plane. Clear? And if you want to go for up to this surface, and if this surface is not the last surface, in that case you will choose up to surface and give the face and you will get this figure like this. Clear? I hope it is clear. Now one thing more I would like to show. Suppose I want to create this circle. Up to last is there, and but I want to make it thin. In that case what will happen? We will get a cutout in a ring like structure. You can see, because the thickness was 4 mm and 2 mm. If I am just removing thickness 2 and I am making thickness 1 as 2, so in that case you can see I'll get a ring of 2 mm thickness. So I hope this much is clear. The pad command is clear. So in my next video we'll be coming with an exercise related to the pad command. I hope you like my videos, and if you like my videos then please do like and subscribe. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.